Imagine a Hollywood heavyweight like Dwayne Johnson, known for blockbuster hits, staring down the harshest box office disappointment of his career, and yet emerging from it with grace and gratitude. It's a story that flips the script on what success really means in the film world. And trust me, it's one you'll want to dive into. But here's where it gets controversial. Does a film's financial flop truly diminish its artistic value? Especially when critics are raving about the performances. Let's unpack this intriguing tale together, step by step, so even if you're new to the buzz around movies and MMA, you'll feel right at home. Dwayne Johnson, the charismatic actor and producer who's built an empire on feel-good action flicks, just hit a career low with his latest project, The Smashing Machine. This drama, released by the indie powerhouse A24, opened to a disappointing $5.9 million in domestic ticket sales across the United States. For context, that's the total earnings from movie theaters on its debut weekend. A far cry from the massive hauls of his past hits like Jumanji or Fast Furious sequels, which often rake in hundreds of millions. But Johnson isn't letting this setback define him. Instead, he's embracing it with a positive spin that might just inspire you. Taking to Instagram, Johnson shared a heartfelt message that shows his resilient mindset. He thanked everyone who tuned in, emphasizing that while box office numbers are unpredictable, influenced by factors like competition from other releases, marketing reach, and audience preferences, what truly matters is the craft of acting itself. "You can't control box office results," he wrote, "but what I realized you can control is your performance and your commitment to completely disappear and go elsewhere. And I will always run to that opportunity." It's a reminder that actors pour their souls into roles, transforming physically and emotionally, regardless of the financial outcome. For beginners in the film industry, think of it like this. Box office success is like a popularity contest at school, but the real reward comes from personal growth and the joy of storytelling. Johnson went on to express deep appreciation for director Benny Safdie, calling it an honor to transform in this role, and crediting Safdie with changing his life. "Thank you, brother, for believing in me," he added, wrapping up with deep gratitude, respect, and radical empathy. This post isn't just PR. It's a genuine nod to the collaborative magic of filmmaking, where directors guide actors through intense journeys. And this is the part most people miss. Even in a flop, the bonds formed on set can lead to profound personal changes, proving that art's impact goes beyond dollars and cents. According to industry reports from Variety, The Smashing Machine landed in third place at the box office, pulling in that $5.9 million from 3,345 theaters nationwide. Projections had been higher, ranging from $8 million to $15 million, based on pre-release buzz and similar films' performances. This marks Johnson's lowest opening ever, even falling short of his 2010 thriller, Faster, which debuted with $8.5 million, not adjusted for inflation, meaning today's ticket prices could make comparisons tricky. For A24, it's a tough blow too. They invested a hefty $50 million in production, plus millions more on marketing, including high-profile stops at prestigious festivals like Venice and Toronto. Imagine sinking that much into a passion project only to see modest returns. It's a gamble that indie studios take to push boundaries, but it highlights the risks in an unpredictable market. Yet, the film itself has garnered significant acclaim, especially at its Venice Film Festival premiere, where Safdie snagged the Best Director award. Reviews, even the mixed ones, consistently highlight Johnson's standout performance as a major Oscar contender for Best Actor. This raises an interesting debate. Can a movie be a critical darling, yet a box office dud? For example, think of other films like The Artist or Room, which won awards despite not dominating the charts. It shows that quality and commercial appeal don't always align, sparking endless discussions among fans and critics alike. At its heart, The Smashing Machine is a true story drama that puts Johnson in the shoes of Mark Kerr, a real-life MMA fighter who dominated the sport from 1997 to 2009. Kerr, a two-time UFC heavyweight champion, racked up 4 ADCC World Championships. That's like winning the Super Bowl of grappling and submission wrestling multiple times. The film, co-starring Emily Blunt as Kerr's wife, Dawn, explores their turbulent marriage amid the highs and lows of his career, including battles with substance abuse. For those unfamiliar with MMA, it's mixed martial arts, a combat sport blending boxing, wrestling, and more, where fighters like Kerr became legends through sheer grit. This volatile relationship adds emotional depth, showing how fame and personal demons can clash, making the story relatable for anyone who's navigated love and ambition. Currently, The Smashing Machine is screening in theaters across the country, courtesy of A24. If you're intrigued by tales of redemption, intense performances, and the underbelly of sports stardom, it's worth checking out. Perhaps on a quiet weekend when you're in the mood for something thought-provoking rather than explosive action. But here's the controversial twist. With Oscar buzz swirling despite the flop, is the Academy prioritizing prestige roles over box office might? Or does this prove that true talent shines through, no matter the numbers? What do you think? Should films be judged by their earnings or by the stories they tell and lives they change? Share your thoughts in the comments below. I'd love to hear if you agree that flops can still be triumphs, or if you see it differently. Let's keep the conversation going.